can't separate peace from freedom, because no one can be at peace unless he has his freedom. Respected Administrator, Reverend Father Thomas George OIC, Principal Mrs. Shana Ranjit Ma'am, Vice Principal Mrs. Shiny Kevin Ma'am, KG Coordinator Mrs. Jay Lakshmi Ma'am, teachers and all my dear Badanians, a very good morning to you all. I take immense pleasure to wish you all a very happy Independence Day. This day, we remember our martyrs and their struggles over a long span of 200 years, whose anxiousness brought us a ray of hope and freedom. The Indian independence movement is started with contribution of many individuals who laid down their lives for the cause of India. To this day, the wheel of evolution moves on, and the ideas and dreams of one nation are bequeathed to the next. The efforts of many freedom fighters who faced much discrimination, torment, racism, and even death from the sword can never be trivialized. Their unimaginable sacrifice, hardships, pains, and hard work gets an eternal salute from us all. Struggle is a never-ending process. Freedom is never really won. You earn it and win it in every generation. Today, we Badanians celebrate the bravery of our fathers and the gift of freedom amidst this epidemic. Long may our flag wave. Jai Hind. One song can change a moment. One idea can change the world. One step can start a journey. But a prayer changes the impossible.
Satyamai, Shuddha Snehamai, Divya Jnanamai, Vaazhum Devame, Nityavum Nin Kribakadakshangal Ekane Njangalkepozhum Parilalam Vahinarayoru Sevipan Shakti Nalganam Satyadharmadi Sarkurangala Jeevidam Dhanyamakkanam Buddhanum Mahavishnuvam Yeshu Kristuvam Naviyallavum Ellame Kamalilla Vedandam Njangalil Dridhamakkanam Satyamai, Shuddha Snehamai, Divya Jnanamai, Vaazhum Devame, Nityavum Nin Kribakadakshangal Ekane Njangalkepozhum Ekane Njangalkepozhum Ekane Njangalkepozhum.
To quote Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, one individual may die, but that idea will, after his death, incarnate itself in 1,000 lives. Happy Independence Day to everyone. I am Abhiram Deepak of class 9E and it's my pleasure to participate in this virtual assembly. On this 74th Independence Day, I would like to salute all freedom fighters for this free and beautiful India. Now I would like to welcome Maria Jacob of class 9B for the welcome speech.
Good morning everyone. Today on August 15th, 2020, we celebrate our 74th Independence Day. This is a day of pride and joy for every citizen of our country as it marked the end of British rule in 1947. Today, we remember the sacrifices of our martyrs for a free and independent nation. On this auspicious occasion, I would like to welcome our Administrator, Reverend Father Thomas George OIC, Principal Mrs. Shana Ranjit Ma'am, Vice Principal Mrs. Shiny Kevin Ma'am, KG Coordinator Jay Lakshmi Ma'am, all our teachers, non-teaching staff and dear Bethanians. Happy Independence Day. Shiny Kevin Ma'am, the Vice Principal of Navajivan Bethany Vidyalaya, is here to deliver the Independence Day message.
Good morning. Freedom in the mind, faith in the words, pride in our hearts, memories in our souls. On this occasion of great pride and honor, I take immense pleasure to wish you all a happy Independence Day. Esteemed Administrator, Reverend Father Thomas George OIC, Distinguished Principal, Mrs. Shaina Ranjit, beloved Kindergarten Coordinator, Mrs. Jayalakshmi, respected parents, benevolent teachers, and my dear students. Today, we all have gathered here to mark the exceptional landmark of success by celebrating the 74th Independence Day of our beloved country, India. Our great Indian leaders struggled to make our country free. Most importantly, they inspired and motivated us to fight injustice. Freedom is not what we think it is. It is a psychological concept everyone has different views on. But freedom links with happiness in a broad way. There are two types of freedom: freedom of and freedom from. There is freedom of speech, religion, belief and expression, for example. There is also freedom from hunger, disease, poverty, corruption, illiteracy and unemployment. Freedom to me is much more than its literal sense. It is freedom with responsibilities. Responsibility and freedom are two sides of the same coin. Responsible freedom is a value to be acquired, a gift to be cherished, and a quality to be cultivated. Children should be given the freedom and independence to achieve what they need. Too many parents allow their children freedom but protect them from responsibilities that go with it. Or they enforce responsibilities without freedom. A child should be provided both for a healthy living. Freedom with minimal limitations is a necessity for all the children. We have to allow children the freedom to make mistakes, to dream high and to achieve success. Choose their own path according to their capabilities. Today, the world is very challenging. The best thing we can give our children is to provide them responsible freedom. Let's give them the freedom they deserve. Freedom to do what they like, to do their own things. As we commemorate the sacrifices made by our valiant heroes, I want our students to be inspired by them to achieve greatness in life. Always stand for what you have believed. Stand for what is right and stand for what you deserve. The need of the hour during these trying times is to be sensitive and empathetic, offering moral and emotional support to people around you. We at Navajivan Bethany Vidyalaya understand that you are the torchbearers of tomorrow. So preparing Bethanians to tackle the obstacles you face in life is of paramount importance for us. At the same time, we are doing our best to adapt to the situations by adopting digital learning sessions. The passionate visionary Administrator Reverend Father Thomas George OIC, with his multi-dimensional thinking and innovative ideas, under the able guidance of our Principal Mrs. Shaina Ranjit, our team of teachers are leaving no stone unturned for the nurture and growth of our students. We are also grateful to the parents who have been an immense source of support. Your appreciation has propelled us further on the path of success. Thank you all, and may the God Almighty bless each one of you. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Today, August 15, 2020, we celebrate our 74th Independence Day, which is the most significant day for any Indian. On this day, we honor our freedom fighters for their indomitable courage and sacrifice by saluting the national flag, which is the facet of a free country. Our national flag is raised by the Prime Minister from the Red Fort to honor the historical event of August 15, 1947, and then he addresses the nation. So we, the Bethanians, are here to celebrate the Independence Day by hoisting the national flag. Let us remember the long battle that our freedom fighters fought and the sacrifices that they have made. Wish you all a very happy and safe Independence Day. It's time we join together for the betterment and bright future of our nation. Jai Hind.
Now we will listen to a patriotic song. होंगी कामयाब, होंगी कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। ओह मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। ओ मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। होगी शांति चारों ओर, होगी शांति चारों ओर, होगी शांति चारों ओर एक दिन। ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा ही विश्वास, होगी शांति चारों ओर एक दिन। We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. It's a day of pride and joy for every citizen of our country. Patriotism is above everything, and we should inculcate a feeling of patriotism from our early childhood. I am extremely happy to invite Devdutt of 5D to inspire us with his thought on this special day.
Administrator, Reverend Father Thomas George Oisi, beloved Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Shana Ranjit, Vice Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Shiny Kevin, KG Coordinator Ma'am, Mrs. Jayalakshmi, teachers, and my dear Bethanians, a warm good morning to one and all. Freedom is a condition in which people have the opportunity to speak, act, and pursue happiness. Freedom is important because it leads to an enhanced expression of creativity, increased productivity, and an overall high quality of life. Independence Day marks the end of the British rule in 1947 and the establishment of a free, independent Indian nation. At the midnight hour of August 14, 1947, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of independent India, rose to address his nation through his speech, Tryst with Destiny. It also marks the anniversary of the partition of the subcontinent into two countries, India and Pakistan. Since then, every year on 15th August, we celebrate Independence Day. As a citizen of India, we are proud of its golden years in the past. We are one of the richest heritage, culture and civilizations of the world. Today, on 15th August 2020, India is celebrating its 74th Independence Day. The national flag is hoisted by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji at the Red Fort in New Delhi. Many great leaders sacrificed their lives during the freedom struggle. The great leaders include Mahatma Gandhi, Subhash Chandra Bose, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bhagat Singh, Jawaharlal Nehru and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. They were the famous patriots who struggled hard for India until the end of their lives. It's because of the struggle and hardship of our freedom fighters that now we get to live in a free country. On this Independence Day, we remember the long battle that our freedom fighters fought and the sacrifices they made. It is high time to make ourselves capable with the feeling of patriotism and nationalism in our heart. Winning independence was not the end of the struggle. It is the beginning of our greatest challenge that helps us to prosper in our whole life. It is the right time to remember the soldiers who protect our country from invaders and intruders of the adversaries. We have to remember the medical team, the police force, and the volunteer workers who strive hard to wipe out the pandemic that has affected humanity. Today, let us take an oath to do our duties faithfully and sincerely to fulfill our goals as a true citizen of this democratic country. Let me conclude my speech with the words of the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Let's salute the nation. Happy Independence Day. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Devdutt, for your enlightening speech. Our little champs from KG and primary section are here with an aerobic dance to express their joy and rock the floor with great energy and enthusiasm on this very special day. Let's watch their various movements, rhythmic steps and mesmerizing formations which will engross you.
ഭാരതം ഭാസിനോട് രഥമുള്ളവൾ. ഭാസ് എന്നാൽ പ്രകാശം, രഥം എന്നാൽ അനുരാഗം. പ്രകാശത്തെ പ്രണയിക്കുന്നവൾ, അതാണ് നമ്മുടെ ഭാരതാംബ. ഭാരതാംബയുടെ പിറവിക്ക് പിന്നിൽ ഒരു കഥയുണ്ട്. വേദനകളുടെ, ജീവത്യാഗങ്ങളുടെ, ആത്മസമർപ്പണങ്ങളുടെ.
यहाँ अपनी भी थोड़ी अदा थोड़ा अंदाज है, ऐसे हैं चाहे वैसे हैं, अरे जो भी है जैसे है, खुद पे हमें नाज है। जाने ना हमको ये जमाना, चाहो तो हमको आजमाना। प्यार बाग हम जान साज हम बात दिल वाले, कहते हैं हमको प्यार से इंडिया वाले, छू लेते दिल के तार से इंडिया वाले, हर जीत जीत ले हार से इंडिया वाले, दुश्मन के छक्के छुड़ा दे हम इंडिया वाले, दुश्मन के छक्के छुड़ा दे हम इंडिया वाले। सीधे बड़े कभी चाहे तो हाथों से लेते लकीरें चुरा, हमको परवाह नहीं जो भी कहता है, कहने दे जग ये भला या बुरा, जैसी भी मर्जी हो हमारी, करते हैं ऐसी होशियारी, पर दिल से यार जो ले पुकार तो जान सार कर डाले, कहते हैं हमको प्यार से इंडिया वाले, छू लेते दिल के तार से इंडिया वाले, हर जीत छीन ले हार से इंडिया वाले, दुश्मन के छक्के छुड़ा दे हम इंडिया वाले, उंगली पे सबको नचा दे हम इंडिया वाले।
outstanding performance.
It is the most auspicious and a very important day in the Indian history and the hearts of every Indian. Our great Indian leaders struggled to make our country free. They sacrificed their lives for the country. Most importantly, they inspired and motivated us to fight injustice. They are the pillars behind the freedom movement. They made the people aware of their rights and their power. Here are my dear friends to depict and to pay tribute to our freedom fighters.
Hi, I am Bhagat Singh. Vande Mataram. They may kill me, but they cannot kill my ideas. They can crush my body, but they will not able to crush my spirit. Bharat Mata ki jai! Heart to a voice that is calling to my heart in the eyes of the night. Say him, I am Nani Veyu Nazi. I am the first hero. Fight against the British. Nan Veera Manje. The more we sweating his, the less we bleeding one. Vijayalakshmi Pandit. There is no beauty in the finest cloth if it makes hunger and unhappiness. Better remain silent. Better not even think. If you are not prepared to act, Jai Hind. Do or die. I am Balu Nagar, Swaraj in my birthright, and I shall have it. I am Durga Bai Deshmukh. The man is either man or he is making verses. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. I hated every minute of training, but I said don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. By the queen of the country who fought for the freedom of our motherland. She was an epitome of bravery and courage. The art of self is a true mirror to their minds. Jai Hind.
Thank you, my dear friends, for inspiring and taking us back to their times.
For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Happy Independence Day to you all. Let us now listen to the thoughts shared by our beloved teacher, Mrs. Beatrice Vitus.
Freedom is assuming responsibility for ours and others' lives. Freedom without responsibility is not liberating, it enslaves. Today, we celebrate the 74th Independence Day of our great nation. With due respects to my dear superiors, parents, teachers, and students, I convey my greetings and good wishes to all of you. I am so glad to be given this opportunity to share my thoughts on independence and freedom. On this auspicious day, 73 years ago, India attained freedom from the colonial rule and the people of our country became masters of their destiny. This day, the 15th of August, has much to teach us. This day has much to be thankful to the Lord for the nation's freedom and for her valiant freedom fighters. This day has much to be nostalgic, much to be joyous, and much to be hopeful of. Despite various challenges on varied fronts, amidst the deadly outbreak of COVID-19, including several attacks on the territorial integrity of India, we have been able to keep the flame of democracy burning bright. Today, India is looked upon as the largest largest and most vibrant democracy in the world. In recent years, India has been well known the world over for her achievements in various sectors of the economy. As we celebrate the national independence today, let us remember that our vocation is yet to contribute to the nation through the freedom we enjoy and to make a difference. The identity of a citizen in an independent country where the sovereign power of deciding our destiny rests with us brings about a huge responsibility on our shoulders. We, particularly the elite group, have doubled the responsibility compared to a common man to dedicate our services and life to the progress of our nation. Let us spread knowledge, awareness, values and gain wisdom. Let us together heal the sick, defend the weak and transform societies. Let us be mindful of our obligation and dedication to our nation. May this be our Independence Day resolution. Don't just go where the path may lead to. Go where there is no path and leave a trail behind. As 19th century American poet Ralph Waldo Emerson advised, let this be our guiding maxim. With those words, I once again wish you and your families best wishes for the Independence Day and best wishes for a bright future. Thank you.
Freedom in the mind, faith in the words, pride in our heart, and memories in our souls. On this occasion of great pride and honor, I, Stuti Arya of Class 9E, take immense pleasure to wish you all a happy Independence Day. Now let's watch the journey of India from 1947 to 2020 through a PowerPoint presentation.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. These were the words by Jawaharlal Nehru. A very pleasant and honorable day to everyone. Today, on this auspicious occasion, I am extremely honored to celebrate India's 74th Independence Day to remember our great leaders for the endless resistance against the foreign powers to give us the freedom that we enjoy today. And its proof is by taking a glance on the evolution India has made through the years. Let us begin. India Enshrined. Post-independence. After a great battle for liberty, here we are. The economic development of India. According to Global Investment Bank, by 2035, India would be the third largest economy of the world, just after USA and China. It will grow to 60% of the size of the US economy, which indeed is a great accomplishment. Talking more about the economic development of India. India's economic growth following the economic reforms of 1991 were increased FDI, adoption of information technology and an increased domestic consumption. With the advent of more development in the progression of health, education, women empowerment and the expansion in the youth, growth in the agriculture sector and infrastructure has made India's progress to a new high record. India's foreign policy. The main and first and foremost objective of India's foreign policy, like that of any other country, is to secure its national interests. In short, our foreign policy has many important goals to note. The Indian defense. It's my nature to be kind, gentle and humane. But remember, when it comes to matters of protecting my country and my people, fear me. For I am also the most deadliest one who is powerful and relentless. Let us take this moment to remember the Indian Defence, the Indian Army, the Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force. To commemorate the revocation of the special status of Jammu and Kashmir. India is as we stand. Beyond achievements and development, there's something more that has evolved over the years, and that is humanity.
and we have set an example for that. Thank you to the healthcare workers, police officers, firefighters, grocery store workers, and many other individuals during this time who continue to work so bravely without giving a second thought to their own well-being. It is thanks to their sacrifices that we continue to have a well-functioning society with all of our needs being met. Thank you to our heroes. You cannot hope to build a better world without improving its individuals. To that end, each of us must work hard to continue for his own improvement and share a general sense of responsibility for all humanity. Thank you everyone, and once again, Happy Independence Day.
Patriotism consists not in waving the flag, but striving that our country shall be righteous as well as strong. Patriotic songs are the ones that strengthen and reassure all our nationalists who stood for the nation to liberate our country from chains of captivity. Here is Nbv family with patriotic song.
मजदूर उड़तीले खंबर लड़न्या कसतीले किसान मजदूर उड़तीले खंबर लड़न्या कसतीले एक जोड़ी जी मशाल घेऊनी एक जोड़ी जी मशाल घेऊनी पेटवती लहरा पेटवती लहरा आता उडवू सारे रान आता पेटवू सारे रान आता उडवू सारे रान आता पेटवू सारे रान अडवीन कोण आम्हा अडवीन कोण आम्हा अडवीन कोण आम्हा अडवीन अडवणूक करणाऱ्यांची अडवणूक करणाऱ्यांची उडवूडाना डान उडवूडाना डान आता उठवू सारे रान आता पेटवू सारे रान आता उठवू सारे रान आता पेटवू सारे रान शेतकऱ्यांचे फौसिनगे हातात त्यांच्या बेड पडे शेतकऱ्यांचे फौसिनगे हातात त्यांच्या बेड पडे तिरंगी झेंडे गीते गाते तिरंगी झेंडे गीते गाते स्वातंत्र्याचे पेट हम सारे आता उड़हु सारे आता पेट हम सारे
We dance for laughter, for tears, for fears, for hopes, for screams. Dance is a poem of which each moment is a word. On this day, we Bethanians present a special dance that serves as a feast to the eyes.
তব আহ্বান প্রচারিত শুনি তব উদার বাণী হিন্দু বৌদ্ধ শিখ জৈন পারসিক মুসলমান খ্রিস্টানি
পূরব পশ্চিম আসে তব সিংহাসন পাশে প্রেম হার হয় গাথা জনগণ ঐক্য বিধায়ক জয় হে ভারত ভাগ্য বিধাতা
ঘোর তিমির ঘন নিবিড় নিশীথে পীড়িত মূর্ছিত দেশে জাগ্রত ছিল তব অবিচল মঙ্গল নত নয়নে অনিমেষে
দুঃস্বপ্নে আতঙ্কে রক্ষা করিলে অঙ্কে স্নেহময়ী তুমি মাতা
জনগণ দুঃখ ত্রায়ক জয় হে ভারত ভাগ্য বিধাতা রাত্রি প্রভাতিল উদিল রবির ছবি পূর্বোদয় গিরি ভালে গাহে বিহঙ্গম পুণ্য সমীরণ নবজীবন রস ঢালে
তব করুণার অনুরাগে
নিদ্রিত ভারত জাগে তব চরণে নত মাথা জয় 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 হে জয় রাজেশ্বর ভারত ভাগ্য বিধাতা
Hope is not pretending that troubles don't exist. It is the hope that they will last forever, that our hurts will be healed and difficulties overcome.
and that we'll be led out of the darkness and into sunshine. So, learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow. Now, I would like to invite Hannah Santosh for the word of thanks.
Good morning. Freedom is never dear prize. It is a breath of life. What would a man not be for living? Though India is celebrating its 73 years of independence amidst a pandemic, its thirst for freedom cannot be quenched. I, Hannah Santosh, is here to thank all on behalf of Bethany's Independence Day celebrations. First of all, I thank respected Administrator Reverend Father Thomas George OIC, who is a pillar of Bethany family and a great inspiration for the generation. Next, I thank our principal, Mr. Shana Ranjit ma'am, who is such a supportive and motivational woman to all. I thank our vice principal, Shiny Kevin ma'am, who is a shining star of our school. I also thank our KG coordinator, Jay Lakshmi ma'am, who guides and cares